Hey! Get off me, Tracks. I'm mad at you. No. We're starting out strong. I've just survived a cat fight on my lap. It was not good. It was not good. I don't even recall part of what happened. It was just fur and claws everywhere. Don't eat the paintbrushes. Don't eat my paintbrushes. I was so excited to stream today, and then the cats decided to, you know, get crazy. You already getting comfortable? You gotta scoot over, buddy. I need glasses. Hey, Chris. Hello. Hello, Cash. Well, I was fine until the boys decided to have a fight on my lap right before I started stream. Don't bump me. Don't bump me. And now I have cat claw marks all over my thighs because Trax tried to jump my lap, didn't know Beta was sitting there, and then panicked. How you doing, Kevin? You know what? Let's just take a little break, okay? How about you? Just take a little break today, okay? You just give me a little break. That's how it's gonna go. Hey, Gorilla. Okay. I'm wearing black leggings. Beta's a black cat. Beta's laying in my lap. I'm sitting over at the computer, minding my business. Beta's starting to fall asleep. Trax from the left-hand side jumps to get into my lap because he doesn't know Beta's laying there. So he jumps right on top of Beta. Beta, hey, new. Hey, JC. Beta makes this wow sound. Scares the absolute crap out of Trax. Trax stands all the way up on his back legs by putting his back claws into my leg. When he stands up, Beta stands up, so both cats, one on each leg. Full claws to keep their balance. Stand up. Beta reaches out and pushes Trax on the chest. Trax bends back this way. I try to catch Trax with this hand. I go to reach over with this hand so that I can grab him and move him. Beta takes this opportunity to bite Trax in the soft bits. And then I don't know what happened next, okay? Just chaos everywhere. It was not good. It was not good. Hey, Emma. So, it's fine. My husband is calling me for some reason. He's coming up here. Yes, they scared the crap out of each other, Cass.
You have seriously pissed off some boys out there.
Yes, I know. They're fine.
Okay, you need to mute for just a second.
I just started stream.
Hang on, chat.
Man.
Okay.
Okay.
You can't come in, boys.
I'm back. Sorry. Okay, you guys, I need you to do me a favor, okay? I need you to do me a favor. Go interact with that tweet. Go like it, retweet it, comment on it. That's a Fish Stalker's tweet. It's not one of mine. But he had something incredible happen to him today. And it happened. And then Twitch completely borked right afterwards. Hey, Bram. So if y'all could go interact with his tweet, that tweet will tell you what happened. Like, it was incredible. It was incredible. So, Bram, how are you doing? JC, you doing okay? Everybody check in. Tell me how your days were. Your day's good? You're grabbing lunch? What you having? You don't know yet? Liked and retweeted. Thank you, Cass. That was absolutely incredible to watch that happen. I've never been in a stream where something like that has happened before. And it was super, super cool to see it happen to one of our friends. Like, that was amazing. So, we're painting the cube series, right? The cat has bit this paintbrush so many times. That the enamel paint on the outside of it, like, I'm just gonna pull all this off. It's just all cracked. Falling off my paintbrush. I may have to give up on this paintbrush. But I really like it. It's seen better days though, you know. It's old. I don't know if you guys can hear the gunfire outside, but somebody's firing off an automatic. Pretty rapid fire out there. So I've been thinking about, I bought a planner for 2022 and I've been thinking about what my goals are. Like, what do I want to accomplish next year? How do I want to accomplish those goals? And I'm seriously struggling because I don't know. I don't know how big to make them. Yeah, I live in farmland all the way around me, and one of my neighbors has a firing range out by a pond. Yay! Erk's hosting me. Thanks, Erk. So every now and then, you know, farmers go out there and hang out and do stuff. This cat has messed up this camera so bad. So it's not, I mean, I know what it is. I just didn't know if anybody could hear him. Yeah, so he has a huge mound back there, but they've probably got 20 acres behind my house. So he's got a huge dirt mound that I believe is probably full of tires and all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? And then it's got another wall behind it. Like, there's no way anything's getting through it. And behind that is another 20 acres of, you know, corn or soy, depending on the year. Like, there's nothing anywhere around it. So it's safe. Yeah. I mean, it's just a bunch of old farmers. You know. My neighbor boys. So you can hear it. Ooh, I was hoping that nobody could hear it. I don't know how Twitch would feel about that. I mean, it has nothing to do with me and I can't control it, but you never know. Valora, hi. Okay, thank you. Goals? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I can't. I don't have a way to know if you can hear what I'm hearing without asking you either. So I guess, I mean, I could have DM'd that or whispered it. Okay, good. Valora is one of our newest in the 100. We have a new artist. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out next year's goals. I mean, obviously, my immediate goals, right, are to get that YouTube custom link, right? I need 100 people on YouTube. I'm like almost halfway there. Get 1,000 people on TikTok so that I can put my website link on TikTok, so I can do links and I can do live if I want to. Obi's hosting me. Hey, Obi. Hey, Sleek. I mean, stuff like that, right? That's pretty basic. But then I have like goals that I hesitate to make. Like, I want an exhibition or a gallery showing. I want to make Twitch partner. I want to do well enough selling art that I can begin to support myself. How big do I go? Like getting good, right? I need to get real good real quick, Obi. Like, how do you decide? How do you decide how far to go with it, right? What's achievable? I don't want to set goals that aren't achievable. Laura, tell everybody about everything you do. Talk about yourself. My links are 100% open. You can post links, show us your artwork. You can do all kinds of stuff here. Right? Let me just put you on the spot. Welcome to chat. You don't have to if you don't want to. Monthly and overall. Right, Obi? It's not quite achievable. I need something I can achieve. Monthly goals. Right. Okay. So I bought a planner with the intention to actually use it. Looking for questionable. It's got to be safe for work, Sleek. No posting Obi's links. Those only Ewok fans links. We're not having that, all right? OB, how do tags on, if you at somebody on a TikTok thing, do they see it? How does it work? Can I see the ones that I have on TikTok where I've added somebody else? Do those pop up somehow? I'm never going to find this thing again on TikTok. I added you on TikTok. I added you on a TikTok. I don't know how to find it to show people. Damn it. I wish I knew what the hell I was doing. It would make stuff so much easier. How do you do it? Is there like activity or something? Is there something that shows me like shit that I've done? I write Sleek. Okay. If you can find where I added Obi. Because it's the freaking best. Okay. Oh, did you do it? Can I find it now? How do I find it? All activity? Yes! Yes! OB. Obi, I found your dog on TikTok. Hi, Pew. Variety streamer, consider yourself mildly entertaining. Drink canned wine, predominantly made of cheese. Weirdly stumbling my way through the world. Awesome. That's wonderful. Look at him. He's wearing a Chewbacca costume. He matches your hat. Can you hear the cat scratching at the door right now? I was very excited when I found the dog on TikTok, okay? Your hat was made from the dog. So awful. So evil. Oh. I thought it was great. It was the best. Starting to think people don't appreciate my brand of support. Where I just troll you across all platforms and call it support. Y'all don't appreciate that? I mean, come on. Gotta get this mouse off here. It's messing up everything. Less time supporting others, just think what you could achieve. You're not wrong, Obi. I'm still salty about that. Hey, Duchess. I'm doing good. Still salty about that DM. It's no joke. I'm still salty about it. Just think what you could, how much you could succeed if you were completely narcissistic and only thought about yourself. What a total douche take on life right there. I hope you're listening, DMer. because that's how I really feel about it. I'm so excited to do this series, you guys. Jam. Wow. And then my husband shouts you out after you say that. You are, you're encouraging bad behavior, husband. Look at that cube. Look at the difference. Look at the difference this makes. Isn't that amazing, the difference that makes? I know, right? Always encouraging bad behavior. Always. Why is there an echo on Clippy? I don't know. I don't know. $46 away from custom. I know, right, Kevin? We're halfway there. Never thought to color block over a paint. So these are, I'm going to let that dry for just a second. So these are acrylic pours that I painted. This particular one, this is finished. So this is basically what they will look like. Okay, Cass, bye. See you in a bit. Enjoy your latic, latok, lurk. Enjoy that. Enjoy whatever you're doing. So I painted this first one. And here's what this I right. Okay, so you know, some things in world are in our minds anyway, are very black and white, okay? Some things are always and never. Some things are right and wrong. Some things are truth and lie. And a lot of times we get very, very caught up in things being black and white, which is not always healthy for us. And on top of that, we then compartmentalize our life. So you have work, you have live streaming, you have work friends, you have family, you have online friends, you have gaming, you have art, and you compartmentalize everything. And you don't commingle them, right? And for me, having grown up in an extremely abusive family, when you compartmentalize things, it's because they're secrets. right? That family life that can't bleed over into school life, because then people will know the secrets. People will know about the abuse. They'll find out and I'll get in trouble, and there's consequences, big consequences for letting those secrets out. And so one of the things that I have tried very hard to do as I've grown and progressed in my life is to not compartmentalize and not be a secret keeper anymore. I've tried very hard to find the gray instead of the black and white, right? And so when I was painting this, that's where my heart was. Hello. Right? Pew, with all the bits. Thank you so much. Pew's telling a whole story in bits today. A little boy corgi fell in love with a little boy dog with one ear, and they had a 1-year anniversary, and they lived happily ever after. What a lovely story, Pew. Thank you for sharing your love bit story with us. They can't share the joy of each other, right? And are you the same person in all those compartments? Or do you change who you actually are? Do you mold who you are and then hide? You put on masks for all of those different compartments and then never really reveal yourself? And do you do it for so long that eventually you don't even know who the hell you are anymore and you feel lost? Wear a mask all the time. I wear a COVID mask. So my thought was, if this painting is hanging in someone's home and they look at it every day and they think it's pretty and there's really cool details, there's some metallic gold in the background that shines through when the light hits it, and they see it and it's pretty, you know, maybe one day they look at it and go, oh, hey, that's a life change I can make. Hey, I have a realization. Hey, I understand this, and this is speaking to me today. Like, today's the day I change, right? So I painted this one. And then I painted this one, where all of that color is just exploding out of those cubes. And there's a very aggressive bull right there. You can see his face, right? But I don't feel like this is complete. I wanted to complete the series. So I prepped 7 more canvases to complete this series. And we're going to be painting them. Because I don't think that this isn't the whole story. It's just part of it. And I love the idea that as you're in different parts of this process, and as you have different realizations in your life, that a painting would speak to you in a different way than maybe it would me. You know what I mean? You can, but it's $1 million. I don't know which ones will be done. These 2 are already on the website. You absolutely can see it as a whole, even with the separate parts. The story tells itself, whether it's a single canvas or all of them, depending on where you are in your growth in your life. And that's something that I want to continue. That is one of my 2022 goals, is to do these series and really put those stories together so that when you see what I'm making, you understand the process that I'm going through. You understand the whole story and not just a piece of it. Because even if, you select this painting and you say this one is going to be mine, you understand when you buy it that there's an entire story there. And whether you have this painting for 1 year or for 20 years, when you look at it, it's going to speak differently to you depending on where you are. Okay, so buying the paintings, absolutely. Pew, this size. Let me pull up the website. Hold please. Hold please. Pricing is always the same, whether it's a commission or not. This size is $153.99. This size is $79.99. They ship worldwide for free. And if you want to set up a payment plan, you can pay up to 6 payments. I'll break them into 6 payments, so you can take up to 6 months to pay for it. And once you make that last payment, I ship you the painting. You just have to tell me that you want one so I can set it up on the website. Love that you put so much emotion into your work and you aren't afraid to hide it and share it with all of us. It's very inspirational. You know what, Dutch? Thank you. Thank you. I really believe that art heals. I really do. I think art heals people. I think it helps people. I think it has a much greater impact than we give it credit for. Do you love one for your birthday? So you'll see. Okay, Pew, let me know. But I don't think that it's only for rich people. I think we all deserve that, right? Which is part of why we have a payment plan, right? So, you know, you really want a piece that is just for you, that has spoke to your heart, but you can't afford to do it all at once. That's fine. Take a half a year, right? Take 3 months, take 2 months, whatever you need, right? Up to a half a year. Because I really want my art to find the people that need it. And I know that I would be better served. I would be better served to have prints or less expensive versions, or make copies or duplicates, and I would be better served to sell it at much, much higher prices from galleries or whatever. I just don't know that that's the road for me. I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go. I just don't want to make financial decisions. I would much rather make emotional decisions. Not very good business plan. But do you know what I mean? I just want it to mean something. It should mean something. And it isn't that I don't want to make money. I completely do. I want to make a living off of this. Like, I need to retire from my full-time job. I only have so much time until I have to do that. And so this is a need, not a want, right? I need for this to be profitable. I just can't bring myself to sacrifice my art, my stories, my emotion for that profit. I got to find a middle ground somewhere. Do everything for free. Yes. Okay. So when I started streaming, Duchess, the agreement was I was only allowed to give one thing a month away. And I did pretty good for the most part. And then, and you have to help with shipping, right? He has to help me with shipping. And then I came up with 100 artists, which meant I could send out 100 pieces for free. So they're little though. So it's not quite the same. Yes. But I have tried to be good about it. I really have. I've tried to be good about it. Hey, did you get this packed? I know. Did you get this packed? We have to go to the post office. We have to go to the post office. So let me tell you, you guys, anybody else here, and you don't have to speak up, okay? But if you feel like it, you can. Anybody else here have some type of abuse or trauma in your house, in your life, that gives you an aversion to something? Okay, so as an example, somebody was in a car accident, so they have an aversion to getting into a car, right? They hesitate, they put it off, they procrastinate getting into a car because they were in a car accident and those memories hurt them and they have trauma, right? So does anybody else you have things like that? Okay. So if I, when I was a child, had the audacity to check the mail, I would be injured afterwards. Okay, I would be reprimanded very, very badly afterwards. If I had the audacity to pick up an envelope off of the kitchen table or someplace else to look at it, whether it was addressed to me or not, there were really heavy consequences for that. Now, once my mother opened the mail, it was my job to read it, pay the bills, and do all of that stuff when I was a small child because my mother is functionally illiterate. But I was not allowed to open it myself. I was not allowed to get it myself. I was not allowed to put anything in the mailbox. I was not allowed to go outside where the neighbors could see me. And like, there was a whole list of stuff, okay? So here's what's happened as an adult. I don't like the mail. I have an aversion to it. I understand there are no consequences anymore. I understand I'm not going to be reprimanded. I understand I'm a damn adult and it's my own mail. Okay, but it's still there. It's still there. So when I started doing this, I told my husband, this is where I'm going to need you to support me. I'm going to need you to help me with shipping. You're going to have to push me. You're going to send me so much mail. It doesn't just go away. It isn't that I don't fight through it. It isn't that I'm not functioning. It isn't that I freak out, okay? Nobody would ever know that I had this aversion. You would never be able to tell. Hey, fish. Yay, I'm so glad. I sent them all priority, so all of them should have been received today, if not tomorrow morning. So, anyway, doing shipping this is difficult. It's good for me to do it. About Fish's Amazing Day, I've already posted the Twitter link to tell people go support Fish on Twitter about this. But I will tell the story again. Yeah, so it's a huge testimony. I am very, very, very proud of myself. I had 2 months out of an entire year, okay, 2 times. Okay, I can't say 2 months. 2 specific times out of an entire year where I let an order sit for 10 days. And I didn't ship it right away, and I didn't do what I consider a good job shipping, right? I had 2 times. So, I'm really proud of that. That's a huge leap from where I was years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's a huge leap. Huge leap. I'm really, really proud of it. And the more orders I get, the more I have opportunities to work through that, the more I can process it, the better I get at it. And it's getting better. I mean, I'm really getting better. I feel more comfortable with it all the time. I don't hesitate to go to the post office because of 100 artists. I mean, if you want to heal, then practice what scares the shit out of you. Right? Obi is a great testament to this. He's terrified of spiders. Playing grounded, he's less terrified of spiders because there's spiders all over grounded. And actually being submerged in that constantly helped him to start to curb that fear in real life. Like, you want to heal, work on your shit. You know what I'm saying? And this series, that's that's what we're doing. We're working on compartmentalizing and not being secret keepers, not seeing the world as black and white, and actually, right, letting all that color bleed together. That's what we're working on right now. Fish's good day. Fish had an incredible human being from YouTube, named Berserk, come into his stream and donated. Are you guys ready for this? $2,500. Just dropped $2,500 in Fish's stream today, which is incredible. Fish is like, what just happened, right? Blown away. Thank you, right? He's like, I can't tell you what this is. Thank you so much. Like, tell me who tell me about yourself. Tell me, right? And he's just trying to like get through it. And he's going, hey, I'm so sorry the alerts aren't working. I don't know what's wrong with my stream because the alerts aren't working. And so he's trying to get through that and say thank you and, you know, just try to acknowledge it. All of a sudden, you know, nothing else is working. I run downstairs, my husband, OEF5, I run downstairs. I'm like, give this guy a shout out. And he's like, they aren't working. I can't shout him out. I'm trying, right? Because my husband is a mod in Fish Stalker's stream. So I'm down there yelling at my husband who's trying his best and it won't work. I come back upstairs and now everything is borked and Twitch goes down. So I want you guys to just imagine, if you will, your level of panic if this happened to you, because Fish is in real life fishing. He's on the water and has no idea that it's happened to everybody. He thinks it's just him. So when he finally gets back and he's, you know, Twitch is starting to work sorta again. Fish is still like, thank you, I'm sorry. Thank you, I'm sorry. I broke Twitch, right? Okay. So I was like, Fish, it's okay. All right. When you get off stream, just tweet it out. Okay. Tweet it out. We're going to ask everybody to just blow up this tweet and say, thank you. It's okay. Don't panic. Right. It's not your fault this dude broke Twitch, okay? That is Fish Stalker's tweet. Go engage with it. Go like it. Go retweet it. Go say that's amazing. Go give this dude props and help us say thank you for Fish, because going through that had to have sucked. Okay? It's amazing to have, like, what a roller coaster, okay? So a $2,500 donation, I can't even fathom. I can't even imagine. And I was so freaking happy for him. I was like, yes, oh my gosh. Like, I was so excited. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. And then everything, you know, breaks. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like the roller coaster of emotions watching all of this happen. I was just like, I can't. That's amazing. That's so great. Anyway, I was super happy for him. But, you know, if y'all could just help us out on Twitter, right? Help Fish out. Let this guy know that, you know, thanks for breaking Twitch. And half the community at the same time. He caught a fish. When we came back, Obi, the first thing he said was he caught a fish while we weren't looking. And I thought of you. I was like, man, if Owie was here, he'd be like, not buying it. Owie'd be like, no way. In the supermarket. It was prepackaged. Oh, he did catch a fish right before it happened, too. Fish has been catching big fish. He just made a new record. Those lines are too hard. I don't want those lines that hard. I want this softer. That's better. That's better. Have to go make dinner. Nice. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I'm always glad to see you. Have a good dinner. Oh, it was yummy. Finn! Lurk. Bye, Finn! Thank you for lurking. I appreciate you. You know, this community is so cool. It's just so cool. Indian butter chicken. Ooh. I will. Same time, Duchess. Same time. Fish, you're a TikToker. Do you have to have 1,000 followers on TikTok? I know you have to have 1,000 to get a link. Do you have to have 1,000 followers on TikTok to be able to go live on there? Look, Nightbot knows me. See that? That's my TikTok link. Okay, Duchess. It's a date. We will see you tomorrow. They got their box today also. Yeah. Yeah. They should all either be late today or first thing in the morning. So never really paid attention to that. I got to figure it out. The answer is no, you just need to get good. Well, shit. All right. I may never get good. You know? This may be as good as it gets. Then what you gonna do? What you gonna do if this is as good as it gets? A 1,000 followers to be eligible for live streaming. Age requirement, 13, not a problem. 16 to go live. You can't use the feature. Excellent, Lori. Thank you so much. Yes, you do need 1,000. Obi has a fire pants. Well, Obi. Oh. I mean, I suppose I could look all this up myself instead of just asking you guys and being obnoxious, couldn't I, Lori? I have access to Google. I mean, but I appreciate you. I think the thing is I probably trust you guys more at this point than I do Google. I trust your knowledge more than Google's at this point. I do want to test out going live on TikTok. I'm not trying to change platforms. I'm not trying to leave Twitch. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm not, you know what I mean? That's not what I'm talking about doing. But I do think it would be interesting to go live on TikTok and actually get a feel for what that community is really like. Maybe that's a bad idea, but I kind of want to do it. Trust everyone. Google is your first response to it. Nothing wrong with it, Lori. You got the world's knowledge at your fingertips. Use it. Twerky TikTok live shows. All right, then. I mean, I'm already following you. How you doing, alien? How's your day? Excuse me. Gosh. really good, relaxing day. Oh. I went through the Subiversary paintings, and as soon as I saw the wings, I was like, yeah, this has to go to Alien. It's just meant to be, you know? I felt like it was meant to be anyway. Wings have always represented freedom and the ability to make a choice. You know what I mean? Like when you make a choice in your life, sometimes it takes you years to get up to the point of making the choice. But at the point you make it, that's that point of change, right? So you make this choice and everything changes after that. And the reality is that change could have happened 3 years ago or 2 years ago or 6 months ago or a year from now. You just have to reach that point of change. And wings have always been a symbol of that moment for me. That moment where you go from standing to flight, right? And I just thought that was very, it just fit. Stay in front of your mirror for now so you can see that and look at your face at the same time. I love it. I love it. The nice thing about those little canvas boards is they'll fit in a standard size frame. So if you want it framed, you can frame it really easily. It doesn't take a custom frame. It doesn't have to have a canvas frame, even just like any standard photo frame. But I was excited about it. But thank you, Alien. Happy Subiversary. For those of you that don't know, if you subscribe to me for a year, you get a Subiversary gift. You get a painting from me to you that has a personal note on the back. And they're 5x7 in inches, American, and fit in a standard photo frame. But when we first started at Twitch, I was like, why do streamers get streamiversaries, but subscribers don't get anything? I mean, aren't the subscribers the reason these streamers even get anniversaries to begin with? Like, shouldn't we celebrate that? You get me 24/7, husband. You're welcome. I mean, I guess I could say your Subiversary gift are the 5 canvases that are hanging in the living room. How about that? give you something for subbing to me for a year. Unsub. Unsub right now. Unsub, get smart, use your Prime sub on me so that we actually make money instead of lose money on this. How about that? How about we do that? Because we can make $60 a year instead of lose. We're just not very smart. By the way, if you're a couple and you have Amazon Prime on Twitch, 10 out of 10, do not sub to each other and pay for it. You each pay 10 to sub to one another. You make 5, you lose $60 a year. If you use your Prime sub, neither of you pay anything. You make 5, so you profit $60 in a year. So if you stop spending $60 a year and you profit $60 in a year, you now make $120 more than what you made the year before. Twitch life hacks, right there. Not part of a couple on Twitch? Make a pact with somebody else. Prime pact. Telling you, that would be the smart way to go. We are not smart, apparently. Hey, Cajun Dragon. Irk. OEF and I only have one Prime account. However, you can sign up family members on your Prime account. So I, as a spouse on his Prime account, have my own Prime account that is signed up as a family account and costs me absolutely nothing. With that account, I get a free Prime Twitch sub. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. So he has one Prime sub a month he can spend. I have one Prime sub a month I could spend. And if we spent it on each other, we'd be making money. Telling you, I'm dishing the Twitch hacks. Y'all better listen. Costs nothing to do it, Irk. Let me see if I can tell you how to do it. Hang on. Visit your Amazon Prime membership. Are you guys ready for this? Write this down. Visit your Amazon Prime membership. Locate your Share Your Prime Benefits section. 3. Select Manage Your Household. 4. Enter the name and email address of the person you want to share benefits with. Select Continue. Review the terms. Done. Mine's not. Yes, it is. Mine is. Yes, it is. It has to be the same ones tied to Twitch. You're probably right. Because my Amazon wish list and everything is on that separate Mrs. account that I created. Hi, Lottie. So I have a separate Mrs. account, and that's what you see when you go to my public wish list. But that's how I did it. So I don't pay separate for Prime. There's no reason for us to have 2 Prime accounts in one household. That's right. So my account is, you did not, Lottie. We're just starting. I've only been live for like an hour. My account is still mine even. So once you set that up, I have my own account and he has his own account. So if I order groceries and Christmas presents and whatever, he can't see that. I can see all of my orders on my account. I can see all of his orders on his account separate. You thought you, nope, you made it. You made it. We're painting. Hey, Fish and Solo. We're painting and passing out Twitch life hacks. You make him order everything. Oh, maybe you don't want this life hack then. You had it good, Irk, and I'm messing it up for you. Solo is so fun. I've been having fun watching you, Solo. You crack me up. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, phew. Phew. Kevin! Your cat's chilling next to you. Nice. I can't see because it's too small. So, Red Irish, that's the name. I was trying to remember Solo. I called him Gingerbeard. I was trying to remember, my husband and I were talking about it, and I was like, oh, what is that guy's name? What is his name? It's like Gingerbeard. No, it's like, no, that's not it. Oh. Oh. We were trying to name everybody in it. Had to sneak the Prime sub in. I love it. I love it, Kevin. Thank you. You only get one, right? Only get one Prime sub and you're sharing it with me. Like, that's the coolest thing ever. Appreciate you. Hey, Crazy. So damn slow. I'm sorry. I do not fully understand your postal service. Do you use tape to pour those squares? So these are acrylic pour paintings that I had already painted. And in order, because it's a series, in order for them to feel consistent, I will show you what I did. Just a second. Because I wanted the sizing to be consistent across all 9 canvases, so that when they are hung together, even though all of the coloring of these is different, you can see the consistency, right? So what I did was I cut these out of paper and drew a little pencil line on there and then painted around them. So pretty simple. I mean, I didn't even cut these straight if you look at them. So the background of this painting, already painted across the entire canvas. I painted the bottom half black, painted the top half white. First I drew out these squares and then I painted the black and white around them. And now I'm doing the edging of each square with the shadow and the detail. You can't cut straight at all. I'm not great at it. But I do have this little guy. Which really, really helps because I can lay the paper in this guide, measure it out, and then just run this across, and it's perfect every time. And I use that thing constantly. I will tell you that taking these corners over the edge of the canvas and getting that straight is difficult. But I love this effect. Yep, I use it all the time for all kinds of stuff. I have a smaller one. I also, 10 out of 10, would recommend one of these babies. This is a lip edge ruler. They're made for quilting. So it's made for cutting fabric. Look at how it's so stained from paint, sorry. But it says, it has a lip edge right here. You see that? See this edge right here? So I can, this is very hard to do up and down. I can catch that edge on something, right? Like the edge of my desk, edge of a piece of paper, canvas, whatever I want, and measure and draw a perfectly straight line. This one is made by Olipfa, but you can find them in any sewing. I have used this for years for a million projects. It's got resin on it. It's got paint on it. Yeah, I used the shit out of this ruler. It's only 1.5 feet long. It's only 18 inches long. But the other nice thing about it is it's clear and it's perfectly 3 inches wide. So I can draw a line, move this an inch and draw another one, right? Move it 2 inches and draw another one. Move it an inch and draw another one. It's amazing. But it'll butt right up to the corner of my desk. Draw stuff out forever. It's wonderful. And as an artist, I'm going to tell you, there is no difference between using that tool or using a paintbrush. A tool's a tool. You're not cheating by creating art and using tools to do it. Don't let assholes tell you that you are, okay? Don't listen to that. 18 inches long and 3 inches wide, right, Griff? I'm living the life, man. And it catches on an edge. What could be better? A puzzle painting. A puzzle painting would be fun. You mean a painting that you cut into puzzles? A tool's a tool, yes. But there's elite people who want to tell you that you can't do one thing or you have to do it another way or, whatever, okay? Here's the problem with that. Okay, here's the problem with this. Let's just have a conversation about it, shall we? It's called gaslighting. Using the tools available to me. Yes, it's called gaslighting. Okay, so if I am an artist that you look up to, all right, and you're like, oh, wow, I love that technique you're using. How do you do it? And I say, well, in order to make a straight line, right? It's taken me 35 years to have a super steady hand. And what I do is I just do this and it's a straight line. And I understand you can't do that. But if you're a real artist, you can. I mean, when you practice more, when you become a real artist, in 20 years, you'll be able to do it. You just have to practice more. And the more effort you put into it, the better you're going to get. Well, this isn't true because some people have various forms of palsy and some people shake. Not everybody has the fine motor skills, nor can they learn the fine motor skills to draw a perfectly straight line. However, pretty much every human being on the planet is aware that a ruler exists. Use it. I mean, unless you're painting in a cave with mud with your hands and you have no access to any other tools. But people will tell you, no, you can't do that. You can't put a ruler on a canvas and use that because that's cheating, right? And it's not. It's gatekeeping and gaslighting. It says, I am better than you because I'm not using this tool. And in reality, it doesn't fucking matter whether you use it or not. It doesn't matter. I promise you, if I'm working with wood, we're using a chalk line to get that shit right. If I have to use a jigsaw to cut a piece of wood, there's going to be lines drawn out, right? Not using a calculator. Yes, it's the exact same analogy, but I'm sure, I mean, if you guys have worked in code, if you've worked in tech, if you've worked in art, if you've worked in anything, using your brains and hands together, somebody has told you at one point, you can't do it that way, right? I'm better than you are because I do it differently than you do. Yeah. And you know what? My tools have changed dramatically through the years. I've used all kinds of tools. I use a bunch of tools that shouldn't be used for what I'm using them for. Like, that's not what they were designed for. Like, for instance, Urkel will know what these are. These are punches, right? It's a really, really nice punch. See the point on that bad boy? You see the rust on that bad boy? I've probably had this for 25 years. You see that one? It used to be pointy. You may notice that it's a little bit worn down. I've probably had this one for 30 years. You know why it's worn down? Because I also have this bad boy right here. This is a little miniature anvil. This little tiny block weighs 1.5 pounds. Obviously, it's worn out. I've worn the shit out of it. Oh, you can see a whole wing carved into this side of it. Scratches and rust and shit all over it. Look at it. It's a mess. That's because I wore this out making jewelry. And it's not very good quality. It's pretty cheap, actually. Its brand is General number 818. So that ought to tell you something. I don't know how old this thing is. Since you were one, not even close, Griff, not even close. My tools change all the time. I use them for shit that they weren't designed to use for because they work well. Because it's the best thing I have, right? At my disposal. Doesn't matter what tools you use. Don't let people gatekeep your art. Tell you what works or what doesn't. Coders. Us coders don't copy and paste from anywhere. I feel like you just looked me right in the face and lied. Crazy. Why wouldn't you copy code that was already written? Why wouldn't you? I got all kinds of stuff like that that I've used for all kinds of different things because why not? I have a word carving set that I've used more to shape wire than I have to carve wood. I mean, I did have someone ask me, this is, if you want to know where this conversation is coming from, let me tell you. I had someone ask me, where's the painting? let me grab the painting. I'm going to show you. I had someone ask me about this particular painting, which is not yet on the website, by the way. This is an acrylic pour. Much the same technique. There's no shading or anything like that in this, so it's not exactly the same technique. But yeah, exactly. Exactly, Irk. I cut out a stencil to make this. I used to make chainmail jewelry. My whole hand just cramps thinking about it. Anyway, I told him, yeah, that I cut it out on my Cricut, laid it down here, traced out this edge to get her hair all right, because I wanted her hair just exactly like this, and made it, right? So they asked me how I could put this in a section called Fine Art on my website, because it's not fine art. It's a craft. That's what they told me. And you know what my response was to that? My response to that was to say, while I do appreciate constructive criticism, this is not constructive. And unless you are building my website and painting my paintings for me, you don't get to decide how I categorize them. But I did do it all by hand. I didn't freehand her face and her hair. But I did paint it all by hand. Yeah, people get really, people get weird. You just can't listen to it, right? If tracks, don't move the camera. Don't eat the paintbrushes. Don't. Wow. Really? Okay. Can we please get off the canvas? You don't make the cows by hand either? Irk, I love it. Yeah. He's on one today. He's been on one all day. Leave the canvases alone. Stop moving the canvases. Been one on all day. Do everything yourself. Practice takes time. 20 copies of the same, right. And I'm not saying that your practice shouldn't take time. It should. You definitely get better with practice. I'm not saying that you don't. I'm just saying if your practice involves tools, it's no less a practice than anybody else's. Biology. Eric, in the 80s we used to say, have a cow, man. Wow, have a cow. Don't have a cow. Those were the days. Was it on Etsy? No. That came out of the lovely toxic cesspool that Twitter has become for me. I get random DMs from people on Twitter. You're not showing up in any search engines, so let me help you with your SEO. Your website looks good, but it needs to be reworked. You obviously need assistance. We can promote you. Hey, we have a clothing opportunity for you. Oh, wait, we didn't know you were, in your 50s and overweight. Never mind. We have, and inevitably what happens, probably 50% of the time, when I say, hey, thank you, I appreciate the offer, thank you, but I'm not interested, that's immediately followed up by an insult of some sort. You know what's interesting, Irk? I get an email. I get at least, at bare minimum, one email a week telling me that you can't find me on a search engine and I need somebody's help. So if we go to Google here and we search Mrs. Zoe F5, that's me, by the way. So if I search myself on Google, that's my website, that's my Twitter, that's my Twitch, that's my Insta, that's where I broke up with Etsy, that's my link tree that gives you all my links, that's my Pinterest, that's my Patreon, that's a Tiltify I had for a charity campaign. Oh look, there's my Twitter, there's Twitch Tracker. Oh look, there's another asshole that's stolen my art. Look, there's my YouTube. There's Creativettes promoting me on YouTube. Here is where I had a guest spot as the hag in a D&D session. But you can't find me on the Google, people, okay? You can't find me. You can't find me. Yes, Irk, also that. I did get that. I got that on Instagram, Irk. Where'd you get it? Nothing is there. You can't find me. I'm freaking invisible. SEO gets difficult the more precise I get. Crazy. So you'll find me usually around page 2. I'm about 10, 15 people down on most searches that I do. My website has been up for 5 months. My traffic sits in about the 50 percentile for websites with the same age as mine. So where I am as far as SEO is concerned is very, very high. GoDaddy ranks me in the 98th percentile for success within my area. So I'm not mad. Right, Irk? Yes, I got mine on Insta too. The smooth ball people are on. Yes, yes, yes. How did you respond to them? Don't fall on me. What are you doing? You're just going to claw me if you fall down. You can't fall down, baby. How did you respond to the smooth ball company people? What's it actually called? I hate saying smooth balls. Trax, stop. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? I know I love you too, but do you know how I responded to the smooth ball people? The second one that I got, anyway, not the first one, but the second one I got, I was feeling particularly sassy. So I responded, I accepted the message on Instagram and then responded with, have you misgendered me? Which I thought was fun. Cajun Dragon. Don't ruin my emotes. No, you can't make that about that. No. Oh, I'm not gonna forget that. That's not gonna go away. I hate that. I hate it. Oh. Let's do this one. Let's do this one next. I want to do this one. Tracks. Can you hear this jerk just purring? He's just as happy as he could possibly be. It's ridiculous. Tracks, who's running the show? You or me? Hey. Who's running this? Who's running the show? Is this a track show? Right? 100%. Are you going to jump down? You have to jump. Okay. It's like having a toddler all over again. You're like having a 2-year-old. He's so high maintenance. Can't even. Tracks. I don't want you up here. I want to be able to paint. Okay? I know. I love you too. I want to be able to paint, Tracks. Okay? I just got water on that canvas.
Thank you.
I can't. Skin crop! He just always wants loves. It's 24 hours a day, Cajun Dragon. He's higher maintenance than my husband. I mean, at least Beta takes naps. Would you like treats? Yes, this is what I want. I want the treats. We're almost out, y'all. I gotta buy. No, don't put your face in there. Come here. Your treats are here on the chair. There you go. I gotta buy more treats. We're almost out. Did I miss? No, Skin Crop. I was waiting for people to get here. Do you want to see? I was waiting for people to come and ask me so that everybody could see them. All right, here we go. These are this week's cards. This one is from Betsy Paints. Right, Crazy? You can't even be mad at him. So that one's from Betsy Paints. My ATCs are going to go out to these people Friday morning. This one, oh, I gotta cut it open. This one is from LMD Studio. Okay, Irk. Irk's got to get ready. Irk's got stuff to do. Oh. tracks, baby, not now. This card is flocked like it's a velvet painting and everything. I had very, very few. This is going to make me cry. I'm going to try and keep it together. I had very few positive male influences in my young life. Most of them were extremely hurtful and traumatizing. My mother started dating a man when I was 17 years old. Relationship was very, very short-lived because he was a decent human being. Anyway, at that time in my life, I was 16. I didn't have my car yet. I had to walk to a bus stop, a public bus stop, and catch the bus to go to school. I was working 3 jobs. And I was working with the court system to emancipate myself, which I achieved when I turned 17. Because no system came and saved me, I had to save myself. And I'm extremely proud that I did that in my life. But this particular man came into my life, and he was kind, and I didn't know how to handle it. So when he walked into the house, I called him another dude. I said, "Sup, another dude?" And he said, "What? What does that mean?" I said, "It's your name, just like everybody else walks in that door. You're just another dude." And I had been refusing for years to call any of them by their real names. I called them all another dude. Very aggressive and rude of me, I understand, but it was a necessary protective measure. So he told me his name, and I was like, whatever. And I started walking down to the bus stop, and he asked if he could give me a ride, and I was like, there's no fucking way I'm getting in a car with you. Okay? No. I've been hurt enough. I don't need another one of you touching me or doing anything to me, so no, I don't want anything to do with you. And that interaction absolutely broke this man's heart. So him and my mother dated for a little while, and he couldn't handle the, sociopathic behaviors. So they broke up, and when they broke up, he was like, "Look, if you need someplace to go, right? If you need me, you can call me, and I'll be there. I'll pick you up in the middle of the night, whatever it is. If you're in trouble, I want you to call me." And I said I would never. So he knew that one of the jobs that I was working late at night was at a pizza place, and he'd come in and order pizza and give me like $50 tips because he knew I didn't have any money, and part of my paychecks were going to my mother's bills, but my tips weren't. And he tipped me enough that I could buy my first car. And I began to trust him, and I stayed friends with him. He got diabetes. He was very, very sick. And he was trying to figure out how to set up his estate in a trust for his son because he was afraid his ex-wife would take it. And I spent hours at the community college researching how to help him. But in the basement of his house, he had a collection of black velvet clowns painted by Red Skeleton. And LMD has painted her version of that on an artist trading card for me. So when I had my first daughter, that man was there when she was born, and he became her godfather. And the year after we moved to Indiana, he died. And I didn't get to say goodbye. Hey, country. But before I left Washington, he and I went to lunch. We had an entire day, and I told him how much he meant to me. Like, it just meant the world to me that he was actually a decent human being, and he was my first example in my entire life of a decent human being. Oh, skin crop. I was not ready. I was not ready for this. That is amazing, and I am incredibly moved. Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Skin Crop. Thank you, Lemons. I'm sorry. I didn't expect that to happen. I'm so sorry, you guys. Come here. Come get your treats from Lemons. They're in the chair, baby. Oh. My gosh, I need to blow my nose. Okay. You got a puppy today? Oh, that's exciting. Oh, wait. I'm doxing people. This is from Drones. You get to keep these ATCs. I do, Lori. They all get framed. I'll show you the frames here in just a second. And they get displayed here. And I photograph them all. And they go up on my website with a link to the artists on them. Sometimes it just hits you, you know what I'm saying? You just got to go with it. When I tell you that art heals, it does. When I tell you that art can move you, it does. And I probably needed to be reminded of that time of positive influence in my life. Oh my goodness. Drones. Drones has done something unique. Hold, please. Let me come here. You scooch over. Oh, it's pictures from Drone's channel of the shots. Look. Oh, that is so freaking cool. If you guys have never seen Drone's channel, Drones has a 24/7 channel where they fly a drone and they do all of these incredibly beautiful shots, have this really cool music. Look at all of them. And it says that, okay, so this is Wisconsin. This is New Mexico. This is Texas. This is Illinois, Alabama, Texas, Newfoundland, and Arizona. How freaking cool. I love it. You guys, everybody's just done like, you're just all so unique. You're just fucking amazing, every one of you. Oh, I got pictures of their You guys, look. They sent pictures of the horses from the rescue. Oh, that makes me happy too. It's so nice. Skin crop. This is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah! Oh, you sent me stickers. Look. It's my husband as a sophisticated otter. I can't even skin crop. I can't with you. Oh my gosh. Where's the hot tub otter? Damn it, Twitch. Look. This is my husband as a hot tub otter. This is so freaking great. Look at this guy. Look. This is so, oh! This is so great. It's me in leather. Sexy. He is so cute. I love it. Don't eat the stickers. God, you little rat ass. Oh, I love it. This is so cool. Man, your edges are clean, Skin Crop. Your dye is like, you are so good at this.
Yay!
Oh, it's a tavern raid. Oh, hi, Bucky.
Yay!
Hi, Iron. Hi, Rob. I love this. Skin Crop, do you know why this is so wonderful to me? Do you know the story behind the otters?
But I need some dinner and dancing.
Ocean! Okay.
Yay!
I'm at Fanny! Shout everybody out. Hi. Shout everybody out. Do all the shout outs. Do all the things.
I'm gonna wait for a comment. Oh my god! Oh wow!
Hey! Thanks.
What a shot! Nearly died though.
Okay. I have no idea what freaking website I'm at, but here we are.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to tell a quick story. Dex! 17 months. Can you believe it? Fanny! 18 months. Oh my gosh. Hi, Dex. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys a story
Hi.
of this meme. And then we're going to talk about how incredible the community, the tavern community is. Okay, Skin Crop. When my oldest daughter, Lady Brittany, who streams on Twitch. Oh my gosh, Kevin. Really, Kevin? With a 69% level 1? Thank you, Shelly, for fixing that for me. I'm doing good, Degs. So when Lady Brittany was first allowed to be on a computer, and social media was at its birth, okay, the very beginnings of it. She wanted to, take selfies. She was in high school and post selfies all over social media. Okay? So I, being a responsible parent, I 100% allowed her to do this. She was in high school. I allowed her to do this. However, I had to be following her on every account, right? So here's what I did. Every time my daughter posted a selfie of herself, I was the first comment with this meme. I made this. Every time. For 3 straight years. On every post. On every social media. So she hates it, right? Obviously. So she would, respond with, "Mom, stop. Why are you like this?" Right? Which just made me do it more, obviously. I mean, how could you not at that point? So, right, Lori? But here's the thing. Her friends thought it was funny. Her friends thought it was cool, right? Like, we didn't refer to it as trolling back then, but that's 100% what I was doing. And they thought it was funny that her parent would troll her. So they participated in the joke, okay? And then the twins got big enough that they joined their sister on social medias, and I did the same thing to them. So if I'm really honest, I'll tell you that on every computer I've owned since then, I've had this meme saved. I have it saved on this one. It is still saved as a photo on my phone, and it's at my fingertips to use no matter where I am, still to this day. But you know what didn't happen? She didn't get bullied. She didn't get harassed by school-age kids. She didn't have any problems. She never felt like she didn't have freedom, or that, right, she was being locked down or restricted, or she never felt like any of that. But let me tell you something. I watched every one of her accounts. I watched all of her interactions. I knew everything that was happening, and I participated in them. I just chose to participate in a way that was fun. I didn't choose to participate in a way that was controlling. So it worked. So none of her little school-age friends dared say anything untoward on her accounts or do anything that, I might rat them out to their parents for. So her first internet experience and the twins' first internet experience was very, very wholesome. When Twitch came out with the pools, hot tubs, and spas category, and the otters took over, that was a whole rebirth of this otter thing going on in my family, right? It was on. So my husband became a hot tub otter emote. So, this is like a 14-year-old joke at this point. It's been going on in my family, but the tavern. If y'all are still here, how are y'all doing? What are you doing? Are you playing Sea of Thieves? Are you playing Marvel? Tell me all the things. Or are y'all like going to sleep and eating food? You're playing Sea of Thieves? Fun. If you all don't follow Bucky and Fanny and Iron and everybody, you should. You should. Okay. He's up earlier tomorrow. Right. You should absolutely follow them. They are a group. Well, they're a mixed international group, but there's some Scots in there, and they're absolutely amazing human beings. Every one of them. Their community is so loving and so welcoming, and they're amazing. I know you and the crew are on my list of things to do. I am going to take time on a weekend. I am going to, because the weekend's the only time I can really catch you at this point. Because like Sunday streams, when you guys do Sunday streams, if I would turn on the computer and just come up here, like before I stream, I could catch you. Slightly mad to be, right? Great fun. They're just great fun. I know. I miss you guys to death. We're having a scheduling problem, is what we're having right now. Hey, Win Mag. But yeah, you're on my list of things to do. Because I miss you guys and I need to make time. What I've been doing on Sundays is like, well, this last Saturday and Sunday, I spent the entire time doing commission wood burning. And then the week before that, I spent the entire time painting. I had my computer off. So I can look at Discord on my phone, but my actual computer was off so that I could just de-stress. You know what I'm saying? Are you just going to lay here and hold both my hands and go sleep? Is that what you're doing right now? Buddy, I'm supposed to be painting. This is not watch the cat sleep stream. You just don't even give a shit, do you? You know, it would be useless for me to have a cat cam. Because basically that's the cat cam at this point. You know, when he doesn't think he's getting enough attention, this is what he does, is he lays on my hands, usually both of my hands at the same time, to stop me from being able to do whatever it is I'm trying to do so that he can have my full attention. Because he's needy. He's needy, chonky boy, aren't you? Yes. Well, Meg, how you doing? I love it. I want to go show my husband. Can I take a quick potty break and go show my husband this sticker? Oh, you know what I could do, Skin Crop? I could just go downstairs and put it on his mini fridge and wait and see if he notices. That'd be so good. I'm 100% gonna do that. What's up, Pro Tinder Streamer? How are you? Strummer. Yeah, I'm gonna go show him. I wanna go show him. This is so cute. You guys are just bringing out all the freaking feels. See, this is why I say art finds its people, right? Art finds who it's supposed to be with, 100%. Just a beautiful thing. So fucking excited. Okay. Oh, by the way, Friday night, my goal Friday night is to get pictures of all these ATCs and get them up on the website. If I cannot get this done this weekend, chances are they're not up there until after Christmas. Because we're going to have family here and it's going to be chaos. But I'm going to try. How you doing, Protender? You good? All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm coming back, y'all. My husband is very impressed by the otter. He loves it. I can't, like, I just feel like you guys get me. I'm just so touched. Okay, so after 100 Artists is over in April, I can't do more than one event at once. I'll overwhelm myself. I have to wait. Hey, Emerald, I want to have a scavenger hunt, and I've been making items to send to people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out items to streamers that want to sign up for the scavenger hunt. And then we'll have a raid. We'll have a list of the items that people have to find in each one of your streams. And then at the end of the raid, they'll come into my stream and we'll have a big giveaway for everybody who could find all of the items in the scavenger hunt. How freaking fun would that be? I'm so excited about it. But I have to wait. I have to wait. I want to do it around my birthday, but I have to, I gotta wait. I can't do more than one event at once. It's going to be so fun. I know somebody's going to steal this idea. I've been planning this forever. So when I started planning 100 Artists, I started planning it in January of this year. We announced signups in July. At the point that I announced the signups in July, I already had 4 other events planned, including the scavenger hunt. So if anybody ever wonders how much time I put into streaming, it's a stupid amount, okay? It's a stupid amount. But yeah, I'm freaking so stoked about it. So, and it's not going to be anything big, and you guys can hide them anywhere on your stream that you want to, so that when the raid comes through, people can look and find them and mark them off with their location. You know what I mean? I have full instructions already typed out, everything to send to people to tell them all the secrets, because there's secrets that I can't tell you because it'll ruin the scavenger hunt. But I can't wait for it. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun. And the cool thing about it is that if we wanted to do it, yeah, right? Like yeah, Shelly. If it's something that we wanted to do, because I have about 4 different tweaks to this idea written down. That's not true. 5. I have 5 different tweaks to this idea. So if it's something that group of people wanted to continue to do, like quarterly throughout the year or something like that, then we could continue it with different tweaks, so that it would be a different little game each time. But I'm stoked about it. I think it would be so fun. And I would like to get like a group of us together that just, does stuff like that. And I'm not talking about great big, like not like 100 Artists where it's a huge event and there's 100 days of promotions and there's, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about a quick hit, 30-day, start to finish, right? Like just fun. Because here's the thing. When you first start streaming, it's fun. It's an adventure, right? And you don't really know what's going to happen. And you have all of these hopes. And then you stream for a while. And then there's this point that you reach this kind of pressuring, right? And I start hearing people talk about, well, my numbers aren't good enough and I need to do this and I'm trying to do this. And you start taking all this streamer advice about different social medias and all the different platforms you have to be on, and everything gets chaotic. And then you have to have overlays and you have to have emotes and you have to have right? And there's like a million things that you have to do, and you have to upgrade your equipment, okay? And it gets like stressful as fuck, okay? Because it becomes a job. And I have watched so many of my friends stop streaming because they lost the fun. They lost the adventure, and it becomes a grind, or, they decide they're just never going to be successful. So they just play games with their friends, and sometimes they stream and sometimes they don't. But it stops being fun. And what if streaming was actually fun? What if, we just made up games to play with each other, like a scavenger hunt? I mean, what if we did that? What if it was just for fun? And if you gain numbers, you gain followers. If you get, that's cool. That's just icing on the cake. But what if we as a group of streamers decided to just enjoy one another as friends? And I want to do stuff like that. I do think that promoting it would bring you more followers. I do think that, you get to meet more people, and it will commingle communities, which I'm a huge advocate of. I think our communities should be commingled. I think we should all rise up together. I think if, 200 small streamers banded together, nobody would be a small streamer anymore. And I really believe in that. But what if we approached this like it was fun? So it's one of the things I want to do in 2022. So as soon as 100 Artists is over in April, then we're going to launch that scavenger hunt. And then I've got, a handful of other things that I want to do for the rest of the year. But I absolutely want to be planning an event once a quarter. So we'll have 4 sizable events a year, because I think it helps people. I think it brings people together. I think it helps people to enjoy what they're doing. And I think inviting other people in other safe places is super important. It's still a me mentality. It is. It is. But what if it's not? Want to focus on the same stuff I do, right, Emerald? Yeah, what if it's not just... Here's the thing. There isn't a single streamer. There's not a single partner on this platform that did it by themselves, okay? Because if you're live streaming by yourself, you don't have a fucking audience. You don't get there without viewers. You don't get there without a community. You don't get there without people. So what if, instead of just taking from that community and accepting whatever it is that they gave you, what if you decided to really engage with them? What if you decided to team up with them? What if you decided to encourage all of them to come with you? What if you just put everybody in a big-ass Twitch boat and you all went someplace together? What would happen then? This should not be a radical concept, and yet it is. What if it's us? What happens then? How far could we go? If you were supported by 200 small communities, would that improve your community? Would that improve your experience? I mean, the way to get that is to go follow people, go talk to them, go hang out in their chat, get to know them, right? A community or a family if it's treated like one. Yes, Buzz. Always. He was born without a fuck to give, this cat. Super sweet, though. Look how fat he is. Look how fat y'all made him. I can bounce a quarter off this belly. He's a potato. I could not get a picture of Beta to save my life. Protender. Okay, I tried. I'm going to try again. Right, skin crawl. I'll get you one. I'll get you one. I'll get you one tomorrow. It just was not happening today. Why are you biting me? Anyway, not to preach to y'all. Not enough treats, obviously. He likes to just nibble on everything. Like he's still teething, but he's not. Like anything. Paintbrush? Bite it. Glasses? Bite it. Paint? Bite it. Literally anything. Finger? Bite it. Acrylic paint marker? Bite it. Anything. I could do this all day. Literally anything I put in front of him. Cricut, this little Cricut thing that I use for vinyl. Yep, bite it. He never actually, he doesn't bite down on anything. Like he doesn't actually bite hard. He's never bitten me and drawn blood, you know what I mean, or even hurt me. He just noms everything. People's hands in their mouth. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's not really biting. He moves his, like you can feel his teeth on you, but he's not actually biting down or anything. He just touches everything. What? Are we talking about you? Are we talking about you? You know what? How old is he? He will be... He's 2 years old, Buzz. He's 2 years old now. Like right now. His birthday's the 17th, 18th, something like that. I have it written down. This week, he's 2 years... Yeah, he's not even full grown yet. And he's bigger than Beta. Like appreciably. He's about 5 pounds heavier than Beta is. But what you see here is the accordion version, okay? He's an absolute accordion. Because what you don't see is when he stands up on his back legs, he comes almost to my hip. Because he has this amazing ability to stretch out. Are you going to do it without... Can't get my paint. Don't get my paint. Are you going to stretch out? Are you going to stretch out and show him how big boy? No? You don't want to show him your big boy? No? Okay. Should we paint something? I mean, that's what we're here for. We're supposed to be painting. Did you know that? Roscoe's tail in your hand? Yep. Yeah, when he reaches up to stretch on me, his hands are almost to my waist. So he'll reach up and stretch back. Oh, ouch. But the rest of the time he looks like he's about the same size as Beta, and he's just absolutely not. He's not. His back legs are a good 2 inch taller than his front legs. So he walks like this. He's a different kind of cat. That's for sure. Built for speed. That's why I think he's a mix. He's obviously not just short-haired Maine Coon. That and the fact that all of his ear tips and everything here is a rust color. His whole undercoat has rust, like a red to it. His skin is actually spotted. All the way around his nose is red. I mean, he physically, bone structure wise, is built more like a Bengal than a Maine Coon. But he's definitely a mix of something. I don't know. And he doesn't sleep half as much as Beta. He is a go, go, go kind of cat. All day long. Go, go, go. High maintenance. Pet me, pet me, pet me. Love me, love me, love me. All day long. Yeah, he's got way, way more energy than Beta ever thought of having. But he doesn't really want to like play so much. Like he'll play with Beta, whatever, and they'll wrestle around. Like mostly late at night more than anything. Like they get the zoomies about 2 a.m., you know. But more than he just wants to be with me, like all the damn time. But he is a good boy. He's a super cute boy. And we love him. I'm glad we rescued him. I'm glad we saved him. I'm glad he's, you know, living a fat, happy life here instead of what was going on with him before. I mean, you know, this cat started out 2,600 miles away from me, which is amazing if you think about it. Like, that's a long way for a cat to go to find a forever home. Oh, by the way, Protender, I told my husband that you requested photos today. And he's like, what are they for? And I was like, I don't know. It's like, didn't you ask? No. I was told not to ask. And he's like, why do you do this? Why do you do this? Why do you just give people stuff like this without even asking? You can't just give people stuff like this without asking. One of these days, somebody's going to do something. And you're going to be mad because you didn't ask first. And I'm like, what's the worst that can happen? It'll be fine. I don't think anybody's opening up an only cats page for me. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're okay. I mean, you know, it's not like I don't feel like I could trust you. I just thought it was funny. Because he was excited about it. Oh, yeah, what's that for? I was like, I don't know. I don't have any idea. I'm just saying. Even if I couldn't trust you, what would you do with this? Like, you can't. You know what I mean? It's fine. But he cracks me up because, you know, I've done this often enough now, apparently, that he needs to start giving me warnings, which I found funny. I know. You know, his life since I started streaming is just a constant, what are you doing? Why did you say that? What were you doing on stream? And I'm over here like, what? Or he'll ask me like, okay, so I stream Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, right? So at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday, he'll be like, what were you doing on stream? And I'm like, what, yesterday? And he'll be like, no, on Sunday. And I'm like, I don't know what I do. He's like, what were you even talking about? I don't know. I mean, poor Panda came in here the other day. He comes in and he's like, hey, missus. And I'm like, hey, we're talking about fish dicks. And then, like, within 30 seconds, we're having this super serious conversation. And I'm like, poor Panda's on the, you know, Mrs. Roller Coaster here, okay? Like, I don't know. We're just talking. I'm just hanging out with my friends talking. Let me do me. I will say he was absolutely shocked when I explained to him that we were going to have an art auction called #Don'tBeAFishDick, and it was going to go towards the University of Virginia's paleontology group. He was like, what? How did that happen? I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, it sounded like a good idea. But here's the problem, okay? Pro streamer tip right here, right here, right here. This is a pro streamer tip, okay? Doing dumb shit like me is difficult to put on a resume, okay? Building my artist portfolio at this point is impossible. First live art auction, right? That 100% should go in my portfolio. First live art auction, #Don'tBeAFishDick. 4 pieces of art sold. True. So when I approach a gallery as a serious artist, how do I explain to them my experiences? And not include any of the information? I'm not going to be able to disclose everything, am I? I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to run this shit through a proofreader, that's for sure. Gonna need an objective source to help me out with that, you know what I'm saying? But the painting I sold was called Fish Dicks. Went really well. Just check out #Don'tBeAFishDick, right? It's extremely... Okay, so how do you get around that? And how do I explain to a gallery, if I was ever going to use this as an example of my work, which I'm never going to do, but how would I explain to a gallery that I tried to paint fish and they looked so much like penises that we renamed the painting and have them take me seriously as an artist? Hey, Liza. I really like this one. Look at these colors. How cool is this? I really like how this one's coming. Who wants a plain artist, right? I freaking love this break right here. You know this is a single acrylic pour, okay? You know that this piece continues all the way up. But it's broken into these blocks so that it appears that this is moving here and this is at a different angle. And it's actually not. They're connected. So pleased. So pleased. Makes me happy. You're not fully vaccinated? You're going to low-key go to the galleries? New thing today because of your fish stick story. Online and had 4 unique pieces. One stood out so much the community renamed it. I love it. Since you are now fully vaccinated. Wow. Yeah, the difference between not and now in that sentence seems to be crucial. That one little letter really changed what you were saying. Modernity, which is the classification of modern art. Really, Skin Crop? Modernity? Modernity. Typo dick, right? Modernity? Like maternity? Modernity. That would be how you say it, right? I didn't know that. I mean, it's not like I expect to be in, the MoMA for my first gallery, okay? But I would like an exhibition or a gallery show this year. I would really like to do that. I would like to, at very, very minimum, I would like to start submitting to galleries. Like, with a specific series for that exhibition, like doing the work, right? I have submitted to galleries. And I've been rejected. One of them told me that I was not experienced enough as an artist, and referred to me as young in my style. And this is like what Irk was saying earlier, right? Maybe you don't know who you're talking to. I'm 52 years old. I made my first piece of art. I made my first piece of art that I sold 35 years ago. So my first sold piece of art was 35 years ago. And it was a cloisonné pin. Found objects. A pop-up gallery. That'd be fun. Yeah, so I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. If you need a reason to object, or to reject, just say no. Just tell me no. And then the other one said that they were not interested because I seemed to be too experienced. And I submitted to these two in the same week, okay? 2 completely different projects, completely different exhibitions, completely different paintings submitted to both of them. And those were both the responses. But I gave them both very much the same information. At that point, I was in 16 countries and 30 states. I told them that I live stream art, that I was a volunteer art educator for creativevets.org. I told them that, right? I gave them very much the same information outside of the images that I sent them for, my submission. Yeah, 100% Skin Crop. But it was, you know what I mean? So that is not constructive criticism. That isn't something I can take and then make myself better. Had they said your portfolio sucks, your images need to be different, had they said anything, taken the time to tell me anything, I would have made corrective measures and then gone forward. What's up, OG? But they gave me no place to even go with that, right? Because you're too young people and you're too inexperienced people. I was like, well, what's the minimum age for your fucking gallery then? Because I'm 52 years old. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I had applied for an exhibition at the senior center. just, and then for the other one, I was like, how much experience do you need? Like, tell me where I'm at here then. Do I need to quit my job and become a professional artist in order to have experience? Does that satisfy your quals? What do you need? Too qualified to work. Yeah. Like, okay, so I have to die? I have to die before you appreciate me? I don't know, but it wasn't, it was the opposite of helpful, obviously, okay? It did not help me in any way to understand how I could successfully submit for a gallery or anything else. I understand that my portfolio could probably get better. I've had some good constructive criticism on it. There's just a lot of shit I need to learn. I just need to figure it out. But I had a really hard time because I was like, I don't understand. Like, how do I successfully do this? Right? Like, how do I successfully do this is the question. And I still don't know the answer to that. I mean, and we have like, we have artists even in the 100 that have been in galleries, have been in exhibitions, have successfully done this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And I've reached out to them and talked to them and, got much the same feedback that it is very subjective, like Skinkraut said. And you just have to keep trying because it's difficult. Well, okay. That's fine. I'm happy to keep trying. But I don't want to keep failing. I mean, because what's the point in me trying over and over and over again if I'm doing something that isn't working, like that isn't going to move me forward ever. But I'm going to figure it out because that's definitely one of my goals this year. I don't know. I mean, and maybe that's something that I need to like invest money in. Maybe I need to know, pay somebody to help me write it, pay somebody to submit on my behalf. I mean, is that what I need? I need an agent. I can't afford an agent. I can tell you that right now. Well, I will tell you, starting out rich is the way to go. I mean, if you can just start out rich, it's much easier. But, I didn't do that. So I'm going to have to go the hard way. Right? that uphill climb. I'm gonna need to go that way.
You want to stretch?
Yeah, call Trax so he doesn't get
Come
on
on,
my
Trax.
painting.
Come here, Trax. Come on, Trax.
Go, buddy.
Trax, cat. Come here, Trax,
Go.
cat. He's like, screw you, Mom.
No, don't get on the camera. Don't get on the camera.
Come on, Trax.
Go see Daddy. There's a clip.
Come here, Trax.
Oh, it worked? So you were able to get clips at the end of it? Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Ooh, I'm so relieved. Apparently, I was worried about that. I'm so relieved. Thank you for telling me. Yes, you're right. You're right, Protender. Give me just a second, guys. Oh, Fish, I'm so relieved. I'm so glad. I was so scared that clips weren't working at all. I'm coming back. Oh, you know what? Wait, I'm gonna get some juice. I need juice. I haven't recovered yet. That was the coolest shit ever, Winbang. Did y'all hit that Twitter? Did you hit his Twitter link and go retweet the shit out of him and like it and comment on it? Everybody do that? Go hit that. Go hit the shit out of that link. Oh, not that link. Where's the other one? Go hit that one. Awesome. A whole minute. Awesome. Awesome. I'm so glad. God, that was just amazing, though. It was so cool to watch that. It was so cool. Came in, dropped $2,500, and broke the damn internet. I know, right? Well, I mean, Twitch died after that. During it. When he did it, the alerts already weren't working. Like, that's how close to Twitch going offline this happened. Like, stuff was slowly breaking, right? So alerts broke, the icons, like the VIP and badges, all that stuff broke. Like, everything, shout outs broke. Everything was breaking as it was happening. And you know, I invest myself in people's lives to a degree I should not, because I'm stupidly loyal. So my reaction to shit breaking is thinking that poor Buzz and my husband are not, because they're mods, I'm not, are not shouting this guy out because there's no shout out happening. So I jump up, run all the way downstairs to yell at my husband, right? Can you shout this guy out? Like, Jesus Christ, it's a $2,500 dono. Can you get a shout out? And my husband's down here like, it's not working. Nothing's working. I'm trying. Oh, it's too funny. I can't even imagine Fish being you in that situation. I'd have lost my damn mind. I know we're all in chat like, it's not just you. It's okay, Fish. Don't panic, Fish. It's okay, Fish. You know. Like, somebody text him. Tell him it's okay. Oh. Yeah, I would have. I would have. I don't even know. I don't even know. You handled it very well. You handled it much better than I would have. Traxy Cat. I need to finish this painting because I need to eat food, okay? I'm starving. Y'all ever had these? Hashtag not sponsored. I freaking love these things. I have them in 5 flavors right now. So I stopped drinking Powerades and Gatorades because I don't need the salt. Oh, you were in a meeting. Right? V8 sponsor me. Be your first streamer. Yeah, I don't need the salt. Like, I need to reduce my salt, right? So I was looking for something else. This doesn't even have as much caffeine in it as a cup of my coffee has in it from Black Rifle. Also, hashtag not sponsored. It's only got 50 calories, and it has a full serving of fruit and vegetables in it. Hashtag don't be a fish dick. Drink V8 energy. See, this is why I'm not sponsored. But I seriously love them, okay? I know, right, Liza? Self-sabotage right there. Okay, you see this? You see this partially full bottle of water? I never finish them. I don't finish my drinks. I never finish sodas. I don't do. But I do finish these. I drink the whole thing. They're so good. I have pineapple mango. Is it pineapple mango? Orange mango. Pineapple mango? Orange pineapple, mixed berry, black cherry. Raspberry something. I got a whole bunch of them. Whisper at V8. I'm telling you. They can send these to me. I'd drink them. I'd drink them all. I'd drink them all day long. These things are freaking good. Traxy Cat, I love you. You have to go. I have to finish this painting. Okay. I have to be up at 5 a.m. I can't be streaming all night. I have to finish this painting. I really, really, really want to get 2 of these done each stream. That's my goal. Because I want this cube series up on the website. And I need foods, guys, really bad. So as an artist, does anybody else have this problem? Where you can't hold your paintbrush steady because there's a cat on the end of it? We're just full of infomercials tonight. You think he could paint? I could just like barely hold the brush and let him just chew on it and we could see what he made. Do a Trax painting. I mean, I have a piece of his art on the floor where he stepped in the middle of a canvas, got black paint all over his foot, and then walked on the floor. And if you're on Patreon, and you're on Patreon for 3 months, Trax's first piece of art is something that you receive. I want to say it's at like the $10, $20 level. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. You can hit exclamation Patreon and find out. But I have exclusive merch on Patreon. And Trax's painting is one of those exclusive merch pieces. You can also get a hoodie. And a coffee mug. Hey, Summer Hayes. Good to see you. Yeah, I want to say Pew has one, I think. Is it Pew that has one? I can't remember now who got one. I think it's Pew. Pew got the first one. Silver Hayes has joined us for 100 artists, y'all. Everybody say hi. Super excited. Wonderful, wonderful addition to our little group. Trax, stop pushing my canvas. You're not helping me, buddy. You hear something? Is that music outside? It's my neighbor Aaron, I guarantee it. You're famous. Right? Want to be famous? Don't be a fish stick. Crystal paintings. What you mean crystal paintings? Are you talking about silver? Yes, crystal art. Yes. I know, it's really cool. On a wolf image. Oh, that's awesome. You have to meet Islua. Islua does the cutest wolves. So I don't know if you've poked around in the Discord, Silver, but if you scroll down, there are community channels that have people's names on them. So anybody in the community can say, hey, Mrs., make me my own channel. So like Dan has one and Islua has one. And they post pictures of what they do. It's your channel. You can do whatever you want with it. I mean, as long as it's not harmful to anybody, obviously. But you can see a bunch of their work in there. But Islua has a very, 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 she's really keyed into her own style as an artist, which is cool, right? I'm more all over the place, but Islua is like locked into her style, and it's really, really good. It's really good. But yeah, Silver, I'm so excited. I'm happy to see you here. But I'm really, really excited to have you as part of this event. It's going to be awesome. I just really want to soften this edge, and it does not want to be softened. There we go. There we go. Ah, there we go. Not long got in from the Christmas. Don't drink, so tend to leave before the crazy stuff happens. I'm drinking V8. I'm starting to think I'm not going to get this done before end of stream. For those of you that weren't here at the beginning when I explained what we're doing with these series, here, let me just show you. Asking for your own channel in Discord? Yeah. Yeah, Shelly, you want one? No. No. What I'm doing right now is adding dimension to them. So see how these look a little soft on those edges and dimensional, and these do not. These just have a black edge. Before they have a black edge, they look like that. So you go from this to a black edge to that nice soft popping out of the canvas look. That's what we're doing. So this series, this is called the Cube series. I have these prepped, obviously, these are acrylic pours that I did, and then I painted over in the black and the white and roughed out those cubes to paint. But let me show you where this series started. So this painting right here is where this series started. This is one of them that's finished. Thank you. Shelly has wreaths for days. I know, I love looking at that whole page when we did the auction. It was amazing. So when I painted this, I was really thinking about how some things in my life are just black and white and shouldn't be. And how sometimes I compartmentalize, right? Meaning I put things in little boxes. So I have my work life and my streamer life and my family life, and I put things in little boxes, and that's not always healthy for me. I have to be really careful compartmentalizing because I was raised with extreme trauma and abuse. And by compartmentalizing, I continue the habits of a secret keeper. And I cannot do that and be healthy. So when I painted this painting, right, with those touches of metallic gold that just shine through, you've got this cohesive color that comes through the whole thing, and these roses and that fuchsia that's in the background. But each box is still a little bit different. However, they're all connected. And I think that connectivity is important, and understanding that not everything is black and white, and some things, the important things, they sit somewhere in the middle. So I painted this first one with that in mind. And then I painted this one where the color absolutely explodes out of the boxes. So there's still that solid darkness down there. There's still that black, but up here in the white, there's all this color, right? Where that interconnectivity just exploded, and now everything is all over the place. And there's this evil bull face in the middle of that cube, right? Where you hit a breaking point and you react, and things happen, and they change, and it's scary and unfamiliar, and that can be really, really beautiful. It can be completely life-altering to be in that point of your life. But I wanted to paint an entire series around these so that when the viewer looks at these, they can see where they are in that process of learning, right? So are you here where even the cubes are not the same? Are things so separate that that black and white doesn't even have a defined line anymore, and it's just your compartments that are there? So, and we just finished this one today on stream. Are you here where things are actually connected, but they appear not to be? So this line of purple coming up, it's actually connected, but the way that the cubes are there, it appears that this line is going this way and this one is coming up this way. So are you disconnecting even your compartments? Are they floating more towards the black than the white? So I wanted to have a conversation about that. I wanted to paint a whole series. So we will, by the end of this, we will have an entire series of 9 paintings around that discussion of growth, right? So that's what we're doing right now. Blue dress question, right? What do you see? Because it's not about what I see. And the other part of it that one of my focuses in 22 is to do paintings in series. I want to do a series because I don't have prints. I don't even think I've got any cubes. That's okay too. If that's where you are, that's where you are, right? I do. I work in a position that requires a high level of security. So my compartment is required, right? I can't discuss work at home. I can't bring my cases home. For general purposes on Twitch, I say I work in social services, which is accurate enough. So I have to compartmentalize that. It's against my oath to even discuss the cases outside of work. My family has to be protected from my work because I do criminal prosecutions and bad guys can't find my home. My Twitch has to be compartmentalized because I'm Mrs. here. I can't go by my real name because, again, the bad guys can track back how to get to me, right? So I do have compartments, but those compartments are built for safety, not for secrets. And there is a significant difference in that behavior. But not being a secret keeper and compartmentalizing people away from other people in order to keep secrets, that's a different thing, which is something I experienced a lot in my youth, right? Because I was absolutely raised to be a secret keeper. For those of you that don't know, I was diagnosed with PTSD in 2003 due to severe childhood trauma. When they did scans of my brain, they found that my hypothalamus is actually about 50% the size that it should be, because the degree of trauma that I suffered stopped the growth of that part of my brain, because my fight or flight was triggered 24/7 for years. So, you know, my brain was forming on survival mode. And in order for me to be a highly functioning adult, I have gone through all kinds of, mental health training and all kinds of things. But I'm always aware, right? Always hyper aware of my mental state and where I am and what I need to do to move forward and to correct things. Because that's what keeps me healthy. That and the cats. The cats help. So does the husband. Sometimes. How you doing, Mirror Mask? I see you. Did you take advantage of me talking to sneak back up here so that I can't paint? Yes? Oh, nice. I am taking time off the week of Christmas. Yeah, silver, definitely. Definitely. I mean, here's the thing, okay? So my story may be different than somebody else's story, but it's no better, no worse, no heavier. I'm no stronger, no braver, no whatever than anybody else. Everybody has their own journey. They have their own experiences. They have, life. So by no means am I saying that what I've been through is worse and I'm somehow stronger or better than, or, you know what I mean? I do feel that I've been very successful in breaking a lot of patterns. I take a lot of pride in being a pattern breaker. It doesn't mean that somebody else can't be. And it doesn't mean that somebody's wrong because they haven't been able to get there yet. I just really believe that everybody's story has the same validity. And people should be respected 100% of the time. But yeah, absolutely, your story makes you who you are. My story makes me who I am. You're absolutely right, 100%. I've had an emotional stream. I cried over an ATC today. I didn't see that coming. I mean, I was not ready for that. I mean, it just happens sometimes, right? Biased and unfair to see the world through one lens. Absolutely. Yes, I did. I got an ATC that reminded me of somebody who was very important to me who's passed away. And it just really touched my heart. And then that was followed by Skin Crop sent his ATC, and it has a damn otter with a mustache in it, which we had big story time today in the VOD today. Yeah, I just was so moved. I mean, it isn't only my art that moves me. It's everybody's. Yeah, we had big stories today. Are you bored, Trax? Are you not entertained? He's such a critic. You just yawn while I talk about how exciting my stream is? You can't even be mad at him. He's so damn cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. Yes, you're my chunky boy. Are you my chunky boy? Oh, am I zoomed in? No, I'm good. I'm going to give up with the idea that I could get this painting done today. We're going to finish it tomorrow. I mean, I'm not even halfway through. I only have 3 blocks finished. Well, they're not finished either, so that's not even true. I don't even have those 3 blocks finished. I still need the white checks. Or hashes. All right, y'all, who we rating? First thing the cat wanted. Oh, yes. We have 2. This is Traxy Cat. He has a neurological disorder, so he's a little slow, but he's super good boy. And then we have Beta, who is a complete diva. He's a black, long-haired cat. He's very, very pretty, and he knows he's very pretty. But they're wonderful, and I love them. They're both good boys. He's a good boy. My good boy. Yes. Who we raiding? Who we gonna raid? Who's live right now? What time is it? It's 7:30. I have 30 minutes. We're not raiding yet. Love you, Buzz. I still have 30 minutes. I thought it was 8 o'clock. I'm just hungry. You know, I get done when I'm hungry. We can get some of this done. We can do this. Take it all back, right? Don't love me yet. You love me later, long time. Black and white Moggy and Pebble Dave, a female Bart, and brown long fur. Faux show. Aww. You have to put pictures in pets and clips. I need pictures of them. I need pictures of all the cats. And dogs. We love dogs too. Try not to be too biased against dogs. I had dogs forever. When my dog Orion passed away, I was just freaking heartbroken. Complete member of the family gone. It just absolutely devastated me. And it took 6 years before we got another dog. Because I just couldn't do it. But now we have cats because the twins, one brought one cat and the other brought the other. Mini OEF5, one of my twins, brought Beta. And Dark Golden Soul, the other one, brought Trax. So we ended up with cats. Oh, that's nice. That's so nice. I love that. Dark brown on it. Yeah. I read it barred brown and I heard it dark brown. I understood what you were trying to say. I suppose I could have corrected my language. I'm sorry. I am so living for this. I freaking love this technique. I love using this. Ever since I started like painting the pebbles, I fucking love this. It's so simple. I don't know why this appeals to me so much. You pop 2 in. Oh, let's go see. You know what else we have to do before we before we end the stream today, we have to go through everybody's stuff in our creations. Oh my gosh. It looks like Beta. Sitting on the shelf behind you looks like Beta. Oh. Yes, this second one, this is Trax right there laying on my arm constantly so that I don't do anything. 100%. I love it. Makes me feel so much better that somebody else understands the struggle. Yeah, Trax will just lay on me all day long to try and stop me from doing anything other than paying attention to him. That is his job in life. Right there. Beta, on the other hand, sits around behind me and broods all day long, or, you know, looks beautiful. Isn't it amazing how that simple technique changes that? Look at the difference in those two cubes. Like, look at the difference in just the dimension alone. Hey, Hunt. I could just evoke so much more feeling to me. It just looks so much more. It just looks so much better this way. Whose emotes are those? Who's the genius behind that? I used to know, but I think I've forgotten. So good. Oh, they're Brittany's. I was saying the other day I needed emote ideas. And Irk was like, you need a sass emote. So I made one. But I 100% think I need to up my game on that sass emote. Like, it needs to be better. Oh shit, Sleek was just in here. I should have asked him to help me. I didn't even think about it while he was here. I haven't got to see Sleek for a minute though. I'll have to check in. I'll have to check in and see if he's doing okay and what's going on with his life. Right? That's your second favorite emote of all time. What's your first favorite? You know what? I asked this question. I don't even want to answer this question because it's going to make me sound so fucking narcissistic if I do. Oh, yes. Hunt Monster has a emote that only he can use here in the channel of subs. Here's my narcissistic answer to what's my favorite emote. It's that right there. See that? Used to have it animated, but Obi hired somebody to make him better animated emotes. So now I don't have it animated. But that's my damn face from Obi's stream. Looking shifty. when it was animated, it slid. So I would come into streams and just slide my face into their stream. It was fabulous. It was fabulous. But the other emote that I use all the time is the Mrs. Heart. I use the Mrs. Heart constantly. Go into a new stream. Is it Mr. Soft? Is it Mrs. Ooth? Is it Mrs. Off? Is it Mr. I'm like, it's just Mrs. And I put up the and I put up my Mrs. Heart. I'm like, people just call me Mrs. Make it easy on yourself. And I'm not making fun of anybody. I understand it's a difficult name. It's Mrs. OEF 5 for Operation Enduring Freedom 5. It's not like anybody not in the military or from out of country is going to know that. I have no expectation that they're going to understand my name when they see it. So I'm not mad that people don't get my name right. I don't get anybody's name right. Yes. Buttery calls me Eggy Baby at this point. He used to call me Mrs. Eggs, and then he called me Eggy, and now he calls me Eggy Baby. So there's that. Lady B's husband Borlock calls me Mrs. Eggs. Hula calls me OEF because it gets confusing because he refers to his wife as Mrs. And if he tries to call me Mrs. and she's in the room, she's like, who are you talking to? Like, she's not having it. What's the other one? I'm trying to think of the other. I mean, almost everybody just calls me Mrs. or Mrs. O. I have a lot that call me Mrs. O. I do like that get wrecked emote. There's a dude that hangs out in Chaotic Gab's stream, and his name is Get Wrecked Son. Instead of saying his name, I say hi and then put up that emote. I've been doing it since I met him. Hey, Get Wrecked. And when I first met him, he was like, oh my God, that is the best ever. That is, from now on, everyone should only speak to me this way. And now it's like almost a year later, so like, you know, it's just a thing. Like, nobody even thinks about it. Two new emotes to be approved. Hunt. What are your Silver? Throw up your emotes. What do you have? You're waiting on them to be approved. Do they do that? I thought everybody was auto now. I didn't think there was approval. But, I mean, what do I know? Twitch told me that I was going to have animated emotes, and then I waited like 3 weeks, and a bunch of people had animated emotes, but I still don't have animated emotes. And then they put a little sign on my thing that said, hey, animated emotes are coming soon. I was like, uh-huh. We're rolling them out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks. You have animated but no follower. I just got follower emotes. People had animated emotes before I got follower emotes. Raid, love, hype. Oh, look at the little cat. Oh, I love it. I love it. That's too cute. You're still new to affiliate? You got these? That's possible. I don't know. I have no idea how Twitch works. It seems to be completely random. No, it's a hashtag not sponsored V8 energy fruit drink. But you could send me some Black Rifle espresso if you really wanted to, Beth. I mean, I know you have, like, you know, crates of that shit in your cabin in the woods. I just had to make that sound like the worst it possibly could right there. You don't have follower emotes yet either? I don't know, Mirror Mask. I really don't. I tried to figure it out at one point. I was like, maybe it's because I don't have enough people subbing to me. Maybe it goes to people who have more subs or more followers or, you know, something. Like, I don't understand how those decisions are being made. But like a friend of mine has 75 followers, has never had more than 5 subs, and they had follower emotes day one. So I have no idea how it's figured out.
Have you looked at the time?
It's not 8 yet, is it? It's 6:02.
Okay.
I'm done at 8. Two more cubes. We almost got it. We need to eat. Still in beta for select streamers? Yep. So's animated. 10, maybe 11 cases. Oh my God, Buzz, you are living the life. Living the life. All right. Hey. I know what we're doing. I know what we're doing. We're going to rate small town artist. Everybody, all of the hearts that you have, any love emotes that you have, anything like that, just throw them all over chart. Hashtag 100 artists. Oh, thank you, Hunt. Hashtag 100 artists in chat if you can for the raid. Please stick around. Say hi to Small Town Artists. They are one of the 100 and could really use the support, I think. So love your faces. I'll see you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern. We're going to continue with these paintings. So if you enjoyed today, be here tomorrow and hopefully I won't cry. Okay? Love your faces.